Fairy Meadows Road, a.k.a. Nanga Parbat Pass, Pakistan. Fairy Meadows Road is a spectacular and dangerous high mountain track with a length of 16.2 km, located in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan. The gravel road is completely unmaintained, there are no guardrails to protect you, and it gets so narrow that near the end you'll have to cover the last section by walking or biking. Drivers must remain cautious as the pass has been known to claim the lives of careless drivers. This trail, one of the most dangerous in the world, starts from the infamous Karakoram Highway and ends at the village of Tato, near Fairy Meadows, a picturesque destination at an altitude of about 3,300 meters above sea level. Getting to Fairy Meadows is a huge risk that prevents many from enjoying the view. The most dangerous part of the road involves a narrow 6-mile ascent on an unpaved and uneven road. There are no barriers to prevent a vehicle from falling off the cliff to a fiery death. The road is no wider than a standard Jeep Wrangler and there's plenty of through traffic. One false move and it's a very long drop. The gravel road has not undergone any repair since it was built by the ethnic villagers of the Nanga Parbat Mountain hundreds of years ago, which makes it one of the dangerous roads on this list. The road was built by the local people and is, therefore, a private toll road. It's steep and just the width of the Jeep, with unstable gravel road, hacked out of the barren hills. 999 Bend Road to Heaven, China. Tianmen Mountain is a mountain located within Tianmen Mountain National Park, Zhangjiajie, in northwestern Hunan Province, China. A cable car was constructed by the French company Poma from nearby Zhangjiajie railway station to the top of the mountain. Tianmen Mountain Cableway is claimed in tourist publications as the longest passenger cableway of high mountains in the world, with 98 cars and a total length of 7,455 meters and an ascent of 1,279 meters. The highest gradient is an unusual 37 degrees. Tourists can walk on kilometers of paths built onto the cliff face at the top of the mountain, including sections with glass floors. An 11 kilometers road with 99 bends also reaches the top of the mountain and takes visitors to Tianmen Cave, a natural hole in the mountain of a height of 131.5 meters. A large temple is also located on the summit with chairlift or footpath access. The original temple here was built in the Tang dynasty. Today a more recent construction with Tang dynasty architecture occupies the site and includes a vegetarian restaurant in the 10,000 square meter setting. 8. Pan American Highway, Alaska to Chile. The Pan American Highway is one of the biggest adventures in the world. It's a network of roads covering almost 30,000 kilometers, 19,000 mi, from North America to South America. It's said to be the longest road on Earth. The mother of all road trips starts in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and stretches to the tip of Argentina in Ushuaia, Tierra del Fuego, to the lower reaches of South America. The highway runs through 14 countries. The connection from North America and South America can be done by vehicle-less in Darien Gap, where is necessary to take a ferry. The gap is 60 miles, 96 kilometers, long and 50 kilometers wide, stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific, on the border between Panama and Colombia, which consists of undeveloped swampland and impenetrable rainforest inhabited by indigenous tribes, Colombian guerrillas, and an array of exotic wildlife. There are many branches that allow you to cover the full Arctic to almost Antarctic distance, adding up to a whopping 30,000 miles, 48,000 kilometers, in total. The road is not often traveled in its entirety. The trip offers the most diverse scenery on the planet, and plenty of pit stops. Driving the Pan American Highway is probably the most popular overland route in the world. The ultimate road trip tops out at 3.451 m, 11,322 feet, above sea level at Cerro de la Muerte, which is considered the highest point of the road. 7. Sichuan-Tibet Highway, China. Sichuan-Tibet Highway is a high-elevation road that begins in Chengdu of Sichuan on the east and ends at Lhasa in Tibet on the west. The road is 2,142 kilometers long. Nonetheless, it's a regular route for truck drivers heading to the roof of the world. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway, originally called the Kangding-Tibet Highway, a section of the number 318 National Trunk Highway, takes you through vast, open landscapes with majestic peaks vaulting skyward. The plateau areas are dotted with castellated Tibetan homes and an infinite number of contentedly munching yaks. Travelers can enjoy the magnificent and changeable scenery ranging from warm spring to cold and snowing winter, which makes you intoxicated. This climate will be changing in front of you, and you may think days in heaven, but years on the earth. The trip may take around 15 days if you are not in a hurry. The Sichuan-Tibet highway is also infamously known for bad driving surfaces and sharp mountainside hairpins. Driving along single-track sections in bad weather can be a great challenge to a less experienced driver. 6. James Dalton Highway, Alaska. If you've seen the TV show Ice Road Truckers, then you're familiar with the James W. Dalton Highway, a 414-mile stretch of gravel and dirt that runs from the town of Living Good up to Parbat Bay and through some of Alaska's most remote wilderness. How remote is it up here? There are only 3 very small towns along the way. Often, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline, which runs parallel to the road, is a driver's only companion. And from the midpoint, the town of Coldfoot, to the end of the road, Dead Horse, you won't find gas stations, restaurants, rest stops, or hotels. In fact, you won't find services of any kind over this entire 240-mile stretch. In other words, if you love lonely roads, this is the drive for you. But not many travelers take this route. The highway, built in 1974 to facilitate the pipeline's construction, is mostly used only by truckers carrying supplies to oilfield workers in Dead Horse. And it's a tough drive, steep and slick in places and muddy in others, with those trucks occasionally flinging rocks and gravel onto your windshield. For this reason, most rental cars are not allowed on the Dalton. Instead, rent from Arctic Outfitters Dalton Highway Car Rentals, Alaska 4x4 Rentals, or Alaska Overlander for this adventure. Also, it gets cold here in winter. Temperatures as low as 82 below are said to have been recorded. 5. Kolyma Highway and Lena Highway, the Road of Bones. The Road of Bones is the nickname given to the R504 Kolyma Highway in Russia due to the horrific history of its construction. The R504 Kolyma Highway is a 1,262-mile-long Russian federal highway that traverses the Russian Far East and is part of the M56 route. The highway is in a region where the coldest temperatures outside Antarctica have ever been recorded, and people consider as the coldest road in the world. Before 2008, the highway underwent a period of negligence, making it unusable. Currently, the road is an all-weather graveled road, and in 2008 it was granted the status as a federal highway road. Kolyma Highway connects the Nizhny-Bestyak town on the east bank of Lena River with Yakutsk and Magadan. It connects to the Lena Highway at Nizhny-Bestyak. The Kolyma Highway is the only road in the area, and it is known as Tpaka, the route, or Kolymskaya Trassa. The region is extremely cold, particularly in winter. Oymyakon town, which lies approximately 62 miles from the highway, is the coldest inhabited place in the world, and temperatures can plunge to as low as -50 degrees Celsius. 4. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Guoliang Tunnel is one of the most famous tunnels in the world. It's 1.2 kilometers, 0.75 mi, long, 5 meters, 16 feet, tall, and 4 meters, 13 feet, wide, located high in the Taihang Mountains of the Henan Province, China. It's one of the famous Chinese tunnel roads. The road requires monk-like focus to drive. Even one mistake, locals say, means big trouble in Little China. Nowadays, the tunnel is an extremely scenic route and is a key destination on the Chinese tourism map, as it became a tourist attraction when China opened its borders to international tourists. The tunnel is pretty scary, with 30 windows of various sizes and shapes, and it has been dubbed as the road that does not tolerate any mistakes. Most accidents in the tunnel are primarily caused by the neglect of the traveler. The tunnel, which sits 15 feet high and 12 feet wide, is only realistically enough for one-way traffic. Even with a smaller sedan, the road spares only a few feet on either side as you pass through the tunnel. 3. Zoji La Pass, India. Zoji La Pass, a famous mountain pass in Ladakh, is famous for many reasons. It was the site of the Indo-Pakistan War of 1947-48. It's a notorious dirt trail road with hairpin bends and offers spectacular views that draw a variety of emotions from you. The Zoji La Pass is situated at an elevation of almost 3,528 meters, and is the second highest pass on the NH1, with the first being the Fotu La Pass. It connects the Kashmir Valley to its west with the Dras and Suru valleys to its northeast, as well as the Indus Valley located further east. Zoji La Pass was captured by militias aided by Pakistan Army in 1848, with the ultimate aim of capturing Ladakh. However, the pass itself was captured by the Indian Army on the 1st of November 1948 in an assault codenamed Operation Bison. Those who have a penchant for adventure on the road should visit Zoji La Pass, as it is one of the most difficult and challenging passes in Ladakh. For adventure seekers, this is an experience which they would not want to miss out on. The sights that await you at Zoji La Pass is something to behold. You are treated to gorgeous views of the valley crisscrossed by streams below, mountains whose peaks are crowned by dense clouds and slopes covered by patches of green. During the winters though, the landscape offers a complete contrast, as everything is covered by a thick layer of snow, which actually enhances the overall beauty. 2. North Yungas Road, Nor Yungas, Bolivia. Due to abysmal driving conditions, Yungas Road in Bolivia has earned the nickname Death Road, and is included in several lists of the planet's most dangerous routes. The road connects the Bolivian capital of La Paz with the low-lying region of Yungas in the Amazonian rainforest. In order to do so, the road must traverse the mighty Cordillera Oriental mountain chain. Starting from La Paz, the world's highest capital at 3,660 meters in altitude, Yungas Road first climbs to 4,650 meters at La Cumba Pass and then makes a steep descent to the town of Coroico, at an altitude of only 1,200 meters. This drop of over 3,650 meters is one of the longest stretches of continuous downhill roads in the world. By some estimates, between 200 and 300 people die a year on the road. Built in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners during the Chaco War, at places, it was cut into the steep cliffside. One side of the road is solid rock, and the other falls off into a 600-meter abyss. Most of the road is only 3.5 meters wide, and some sections are unpaved, without guardrails. Warm and humid winds from the Amazon hit upon the eastern slopes of Andes, bringing heavy rains and fog drenching the already dangerous road in torrents of water. There are numerous mudslides and tumbling rocks, and small waterfalls occasionally rain down from the cliff sides. 1. Killer to Kishtwar. Killer to Kishtwar road journey has rightfully been named the most dangerous road in the world. This road has humbled many egos. It's not for the faint-hearted and most definitely should not be attempted by novice drivers. The road is in dreadful condition and requires strong nerves to negotiate it. With a frightening high mountain trail, the total length of the journey is 114 kilometers, part of the National Highway 26. This road runs right along the Chainab River. It's extremely befuddling to peek over the edge, or even just to see the valleys a couple of thousand feet below you. The vertical drop of hundreds of meters is insane, so it might be wise to skip this adventure on a windy day. In terms of the road itself, it is made of gravel, stones, and sand, and it's pretty much kissing the side of a cliff. Also, it is wise to warn you here of the rocks hanging down, which end up obstructing your view of oncoming traffic. This road is located at the eastern extremity of the Kishtwar district of the Jammu region in Jammu and Kashmir. Let me tell you that the road is narrow, windy, and has no rails to secure your edging. Also, to add to the complexity, there is a steep gorge of 1,000 feet straight drop. Yes, the views of the valley are from another world, but, let me promise you, you definitely won't be looking at the views. Not if you want to survive this epic journey of mammoth presence. This road gives access to the Panji Valley of Himachal Pradesh.